Hey, bro, it's dismissed.
Yeah.
He still kept going. Nah, he's that. Bro, come on, my nigga.
Now that we know Spoety Face so well, nobody should really be surprised that he was unwilling to give an inch in that argument.
Like, bro, he
seen do that.
No, I get that.
He dies on them hills.
Spoty's not from Northern California, so he would have to go off the black and white.
Listen to me.
I get
the
that.
first time I ever seen DC Baby Draco and Spoety Face was the same day.
Okay.
I have never seen either one of them, but that day.
Mm-hmm.
So when he said, Wack, you got to go get to work, then I'll give him an apology. That's what he said.
And then it didn't.
I went and got to work. Here you go, bro. I wouldn't have gave Adam, no, you know, I don't give a fuck. If it's bad, it's bad. Your ass, your shit going up.
Yeah.
Unless you like them.
Nah, it's going, I mean, bro, I don't know either one of these dudes.
You don't have a vested interest on either side.
I knew Jaleese. I didn't know DC Baby Draco used to talk crazy about me. I didn't know it. Didn't give a fuck. I don't know the dude. But even you still, and he want to see you too.
That's okay. What do you think that was going to happen when you run into him?
Oh, no, he upset.
Who, Draco?
Yeah, he said that he was bad.
He want to sit down with dude.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, we can sit down.
He does. So here goes the thing. Do you know, and I know, I hope you don't ever have to deal with this. What happens if you say a motherfucker's bad in prison and they bring their paperwork out?
Yeah, that's why
they're not.
That's why I don't go by those rules. I'm not in prison.
Okay, well, this is in the world.
No, I get that, but let's just we've ran through this though. Like, what if his baby mama is the same girl that was underage he was fucking with?
I can't go off. What if OJ really did kill her?
Yeah,
I can't go off of that.
I get that, but if
bro, I mean,
if OJ was walking around with his dead wife's head in his hand all day, we'd be like, oh, maybe he did it. He's walking around with that girl still. I'm telling you,
bro.
The same witness he intimidated.
Going to supersede the DA, a jury, and a judge.
I think I can, because the court system as a black man is not the perfect system. We know that you could beat charges that you're guilty of, and you could get charged with stuff that you're not guilty of.
Every man, not just black men.
I know. I'm just saying, as a black man, you saying, well, the court system decided this. You should know that that's not 100%.
Bro, in life, if the judge tells Adam, you're guilty of this civil claim, you owe the money, what else do we go by?
I get that.
But you're acting like you can't just know something.
No.
And I wasn't even trying to talk on dude.
Because I don't know this.
Like, as a Mexican, I can't associate with, bro. I honestly can't even, I'm not even supposed to be sitting down with somebody that's like that has that type of rap in Northern California. You know what I'm saying?
What type of rap? This shit is dismissed.
His baby mama was underage when he started fucking with her.
Has this been certified? Like, do we know this for sure?
I don't say stuff that's not certified this serious, though, boy. Okay. I'm from Sacramento.
No, do you know her?
No, I don't know her personally.
See, that's a problem.
She's out of my age range, but I know people who do know her. You could go follow her on Twitter and see all the stuff she's tweeting right now.
I don't know about you. How many times have a motherfucker told you something and it just sounded like this shit was on point, and you might have said it or was thinking about saying it, and later on realize this is not on point? It didn't happen to me, bro.
I'm not even the one that brings this up. People ask me about it, and I give my opinion. That's what I know to be true.
I'm just going. I mean, listen, bro.
I'm not running a campaign. I'm not doing none of that. I can't even sit down with this.
DC Baby Draco has gotten more coverage and publicity on No Jumper in the last year than almost anyone. Like, we talk about him way more than we talk about Drake.
And people ask me all the time because I'm from Northern California. So one of the first questions, what about DC Baby Draco? Have you heard about that? What about DC? So I got to give my honest opinion.
You ask
I can't lie.
I'm just going to give you the paperwork. Freeway Rick, that was my partner, bro. Swear to God he was. Did business, all that. I defended him. Nigga said, Wack, you defending a rat. Bro, that nigga ain't no rat. He told on the police, fuck the police. Mm-hmm. They sent me the paperwork. I read it. Well, there was some niggas in Ohio, some New York shit, and some other shit. They asked me again. Hey, bro, he told. Might have tarnished our relationship. I'm telling you, can you show me some documents? I don't know these people.
You see how Wack is so stuck on the documents. He know he had never had no documents on him. So he's always focused on everybody else having documents. He know ain't no documents gonna come up on him. Hell no. You know, for him to be in the middle of everything and threatening people the way he's always threatening people, that let you know who Wack is. Always in the middle of everything, threatening people, everything criminal he's very invested in. You know, niggas cases, you know, who's telling, he's very invested in, but he's never questioned, never stopped. That lets you know what he is. And them people really value the information that he provides.
Yeah, I'll try to find as much proof as I can. I can send it over.
I got the court documents that says it was dismissed.
Like I had a homie who was got caught a charge in Oakland pimping a minor. The pimp and the minor got reduced down, and then he pled out to some other shit. But I know that the story is my homeboy, who was my homeboy, was riding around with a 16-year-old girl at one point in his life, and I can't fuck with you no more.
So my question to you, do you know the girl? Do you?
I don't know her personally.
Have you talked to her?
No, but I read all the criminal complaints and all that, and
You read the criminal complaints?
Yeah.
At the end of the criminal complaints, it led to a conviction or dismissal?
It was what is it called? No contest.
No, it was dismissed. Like 4 counts. They left him with pimping and pandering on a female, on a dope.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is, I don't know this man. You want me to say?
I don't want you to say nothing. I'm just saying why I'm not agreeing with you. That's
so
why I'm
me
saying.
and Spoety Face fallout is based upon the paperwork he told me to get.
Yeah.
Didn't say what he wanted it to say.
I get that.
Wack be picking and choosing when it come to that. Yeah, he picking and choose when he wants to say about a case being dismissed, you know, a case not being there. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, it's valuable to him when it benefits him. But then at other times, you know, it been situations that Wack done said shit about people that there is no case there. He done made shit up on them because he wanted to make something up on them to make it look like something. He just goes with the moment. However he feeling at the time. If this person, you know, needs to be, you know, one of his ops that he says something about, or if it's somebody that he wants to support. He just go with the moment. You know what I'm saying? He go with the moment. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't trust dude word at all. You know what I mean? Whatever he's saying, you can't trust the word, but he just go with the damn moment.
So where's the fallout?
But that's still friction within No Jumper, no matter what it is, right?
Nick, are you okay, bro? How's that friction? If I tell you, hey, since you go get the paperwork, then
what can resolve like you and Spoety with that not being the thing? He has to be like, hey,
you gotta remember, we never had a thing.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have told me to go get the paperwork, I wouldn't have never went and got it. I only went to get it because he said, you're responsible due to the street code to go get the work on this nigga. And when you get to work, you got to let it be known what it is.
Wack is not living by any street code. You see, this like the mental games that he played with the people. Yeah, Wack ain't living in no damn street code. For what? Why would Wack live to a street code when he working with the folks? He lining niggas up. You know, if you take a person to a platform to get them to talk about criminal shit, there gotta be something in the people's mind letting you know that dude is working, because he's sitting here saying about this street code shit now, but wouldn't it be a part of the code to not take somebody up there to talk about criminal shit? Wouldn't it be a part of the code for him personally not to sit down and talk about open cases? Wouldn't that be a part of the code that a nigga be like, man, yo, man, we ain't talking about no open cases, bro. But all Wack do is talk about open cases. So this is why I tell y'all, right? Wack always lying. He's always lying. All the time. Straight up. Always. Dude be capping and lying all the time. He just say whatever comes to mind that fits that situation. You know, if that situation calls for, you know, him to agree with it, he agree with it. If it calls for him to make up something on it, he'll make up something on it. Whatever the situation is, he just goes with the situation for that specific thing.
I got to work.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, bro. Nah, fuck that. He still this.
Okay.
Hey, bro, you on some bullshit. That ain't how that work.
So you feel like all the, you know, quote unquote beefs that you have within No Jumper is either good reason
What
or not
beefs
your
I
fault
got?
or all that.
Me and Munchie B is bigger than you.
Yeah. I'm not trying to talk about that.
I was
one.
already at No Jumper.
I get that.
That started on Clubhouse.
Facts.
So who else you talking about? And Hefe?
Yeah, but you said you guys been texting all good, and so there's no more fading with between you and
Whatever
Hefe.
me and that Hefe got going on has nothing to do with you.
But when it's on camera at No Jumper, like obviously we're gonna talk about it, right?
I don't care, but you're mad at me about it.
I'm not mad. I just feel like maybe No Jumper would be in a better place and more united if Wack wasn't having beef with multiple of the main hosts on the Tuesday
Do I
show.
affect the morning show?
No,
Do I affect the Tuesday show?
I guess in a way, because Munchie B talks about you a lot.
When I call in, what happens to the Tuesday show numbers?
They go up.
He's the dummy, and Adam know this. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I be calling in to help the bill.
Mm-hmm.
I call in and allow myself to be talked crazy to publicly to help the bill. Now,
how do you feel about the narrative that you have been sent by Flacco to destroy Moose?
I don't know they problem. Right now, I swear to God on my daughter's soul, I don't know what the fuck him and Flacco got going on.
What is the problem with you and Flacco? Where did that start? Did it start like this? You
told me that. I can't tell you. I haven't heard what Flacco
It wasn't that deep. It was just I asked some questions about Flacco's I don't know, like intentions on like the whole Draco and Munchie and how he's saying I want justice for the family. I felt it was a little disingenuous. I was asking him some questions. He started calling me a dick sucker. I just want to be
disingenuous.
Just the fact that he's like I felt like the video wasn't the best, you know, journalism wise. He didn't provide a lot of facts.
What
you know what I'm saying?
What is his opinion?
Yeah, it's his opinion for sure, but he's naming somebody in a murder. You know, he's saying this is the guy who did it. You know, he's saying, oh, this guy handed out knives. There's no video
really,
or
like,
evidence.
So many people were critical of him for that. The zeroing on you is kind
of. I think it's because I was in the group chat questioning him about it. That's why.
Where he got you at, his dude is out on bail for a murder.
No, I get that.
A murder that Flacco has the video.
No, yeah, I've seen that video as well.
Okay. So he's
and pretty much he stabbed somebody else in the neck, pretty much. That's what's alleged.
For a murder, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's his case. So if these street dudes is telling Flacco this shit, which I know they did,
you told Flacco. You talking about these street dudes telling Flacco. You told Flacco, man. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? You the one that's giving him information, but you acting like you not. Everybody else giving Flacco information but you. Yeah, man. Dude is straight foo-faffy.
I know other shit Flacco told me he should not know. Mm-hmm. Names he's mentioning that do not be on the internet.
Yeah.
So when you hear Wack say that, right, that he knows information that Flacco told him, right, names that shouldn't be on the internet. So you mean to tell me that Wack sat there with Flacco and didn't say nothing back? didn't give him no input, but then you get on these podcasts and give all your input on the podcast. But while you're in front of Flacco having a conversation about these open homicides, you don't say nothing. But on the podcast, you say every detail, the names, what happened, who was here, who was there, what gang set they in, all of this stuff. And you didn't have no detailed conversation with Flacco. I wouldn't believe that from anybody that would say that about Wack. Man, he ain't having them kind of conversations. He having them right here on No Jumper. He have them on Clubhouse. So why wouldn't he have a detailed conversation with Flacco to get all the details, you know, and him to give all the information? Why wouldn't they have an in-depth conversation about that whole situation? You know, but when we hear Wack talking on No Jumper like this right here, he only gives bits and pieces of what he's talking about, you know, because he knows that if he says everything, we're going to all know, oh, this came from you. Even though we know the shit came from Wack, he plays the mental game. Now, I can't say everything that me and Flacco talked about and all the information I provided him with, but I'll say these few things to give you a little bit so that you can understand a little what's going on. But I can't tell you everything because then you're going to know that it came from him. This is the shit that he be doing, though. You know what I mean? He don't want you to know that it all came from him, but he wants you to know that he had conversations with Flacco and act like this what came from Flacco from other gang members. You know, that shit he be doing, though, you can see right through it.
At a time when Flacco was not in California.
So someone had to tell him he wouldn't be privy to this information.
He's talking about shit that's very, very close.
Yeah.
He don't even know how close it is.
But once you got their statements, don't you got to provide a little bit of evidence to back those claims up before you just jump out the window and say, these gang members told me this, I'm going to put this allegation on these group of individuals?
That's a bit contradictory for you because you did the same thing to DC Baby Draco and you don't have no proof.
No, I do have proof.
Well,
I have on the ground reporting people. I'm talking to people that are part of the situation. There's a girl on Twitter, the baby mama's tweeting about it, documents showing that she was this age and that age.
Listen, how do you know the people you talking to? Because I'm going to be real. Because we pulled a prank on old Loose Cannon, right? About a year ago, we created a profile and we started talking to Loose Cannon's little guy. Hey, I know everything about Wack and this girl. I know their address. We gave them addresses, all kind of shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this. I fed him a little bit. Yeah, you know that G-Wagon he drives? I could tell you what he did to get the money to get it. This is what's going on. This, like, I'm feeding it to him. I wait a whole year. And when we exposed it, he told on his brother, or snitched on, lied on his brother.
Right.
He goes up and say, this the address where you live at? Yeah. Yeah, it's the address where you live at in front of the whatever.
Yeah.
Me and R&B is laughing. Like, bro, sometimes you could be being
fed some bad information. But also, I didn't drop a whole video documentary on DC Baby Draco or go on a campaign.
You put some bad charges on his name that in the penitentiary, get him killed.
I know, but he's not in the penitentiary. I'm not a street dude. I'm just going off of what's told to me.
He's not either, though.
Yeah. So then why am I going off the paperwork or not paperwork when I know people that are close to the situation that are saying, hey, he's all bad. He's all bad in Sacramento. He's all bad in Oakland. That's why he's in LA.
What I'm telling you is I didn't know neither one of these dudes.
No, I get that.
4 extras. Spoety Face told me on that pod, now you obligated since you brought him to get his work and expose
and you did that. And it didn't go his way, and then he felt like, oh, well.
So that's my fault, right?
No, I don't think that's your fault.
Yeah, what you saying?
No, I just feel like the friction is still there within No Jumper, even if it isn't your fault. But you somehow find yourself in all these situations where you're beefing with a majority of the Tuesday show.
I gave him a 50,000, 60,000 view thing, bro.
No, for sure. But like I said, there's net positives, or could it be a net negative in terms of having so much friction in the office with Wack
What
100?
other friction?
We just named off like 5
You
people.
said Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky. And Ricky wasn't feeling that, even though you look at him as a son. I'm
no
close to
friction
Ricky.
there.
I do a podcast weekly with Ricky, and he wasn't feeling
If
that.
he told Ricky, Wack on the pod, Ricky's not going to feel no kind of way. He's going to come by.
Yeah, but he's going to definitely challenge, like, you know, some ideas. He's not going to be happy-go-lucky. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
What do you say? But I'm saying, so if that comes together when it wants to, how is that a friction?
Because I'm just saying that just going back to the AD and T-Rail era, there wasn't a Wack 100 going at AD and T-Rail to try to big them up. You're a big dog within No Jumper, and a big dog just in the media space. Sometimes you think I'm giving you a clip, but at the end of the day, you're turning a bunch of fans on a host that could possibly have those people be fans of them and not anti-fans of them.
Let me teach you something, youngster. I'm kind of like Floyd Mayweather. What makes Floyd big? Let me see if you understand this. What makes him...
Hold up. The nigga said he kind of like Floyd Mayweather. Hey, Wack, you gotta relax, bro. Yeah. You gotta relax, man. Yeah, you really gotta relax, man. You know, you don't got one employee, man. You got a whole bunch of flunkies. Straight up. You got all flunkies and no employees. You not kind of like Floyd Mayweather at all. At all.
Makes him one of the top pay-per-viewers.
He don't get hit in the showmanship and the shit talk.
Let me tell you what makes him one of the
promotion.
top pay-per-viewers. He attacks the Hispanic boxers. He fights them on Cinco de Mayo.
Wears the sombrero.
Their shit.
Yeah.
And the Mexicans pay for it to see what?
Him lose.
Majority of my following are people that like me or don't like me. Don't like me.
You think?
But
that's a fact.
But
hell yeah. So guess what? If I attack Ricky, guess who they gonna side with?
I mean, it just depends. Wack, you have a lot of fans.
Depends.
I think you're misconstruing the amount of force that you have with your supporters.
You don't think
there's the hunted side
you
for
don't
sure.
think I know how my shit works?
Yeah, but I don't think it's built on hate completely. If he's the American dream, most of his supporters don't hate him.
You're saying that if he comes at a host, that can make them not like him. He did the same thing with me. He put a picture up. He said, "Tell him about when I seen you, you didn't get out the car." Okay, that didn't make anybody not like me. I got like 600 new followers that same day.
I'm telling you, Doughboy is super. He's the ultimate glazer. Yeah. And definitely the people that be watching Wack, they looking for the next indictment. Yeah, you see how we looking for the next indictment. We seeing who he about to line up next. We seeing who is about to be the next case. The people that watch Wack, they looking for the next indictment. We know the paperwork should he be putting out be foo-faffy. So we don't care about the paperwork the nigga put out. Looking for the indictment, the next lie. The next person that he ready to get in the situation. Straight up. Who's the next person that he about to get in the situation?
So it didn't make anybody dislike me.
Did I ever fucking see you?
No. No.
But I think that's like a very brief thing. That's different.
SBGB TV live call-in show.
What's up, Deezy, man? It's Tip from Miami, man.
What's going on with you, Tip? What's poppin'?
Man, we done lost the boy, man. I thought he was gonna cause problems.
Yeah, man. He took flight.
Oh, man.
He took flight, man. Moose Man was on it for a couple days. He got about a week or two run. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. This went left, man.
Yeah, he ran him out of there.
This went left, and this Doughboy dude, man, can he get his head out of Wack?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, Doughboy, he the shiner. That boy, he know how to glaze something.
Man, I think he worse than Lust, man. When Lust to Adam.
Yeah, he definitely worse than Lush. He every time Wack say something, he like straight, hey man, you know Wack is a good guy. It's crazy.
Oh man, he don't know Wack from a can of paint.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Oh man, nah, this is embarrassing. I thought he was gonna apply pressure. It took this man a week. This man done gave up.
Yeah.
He agreeing with Wack on the table.
Yeah, it's over.
Damn.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, somebody else got to step up, man.
Yeah, I mean, from what we see, anybody that do it at no jumper, he end up scaring them. You know, the street guys that claim they street, you know, they living on some, I guess, foo-fafi politics, and then he's able to get them too. You know, it's like, man, the dude playing the game, he run his circles around the board, man.
You know what? He run a cold ass game, but the game only catch dudes that's like, I don't know what it. I can't even describe. I don't have a word to describe these dudes that fall for the stuff he's doing, bro.
Yeah. That shit wild, bro.
The man he has one pattern, and none of y'all see this.
Same thing every time.
And then there's always one conclusion. Somebody going to jail, man.
There you go.
Somebody going to jail, man.
Going straight to jail.
But all right, Deezy, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate you calling in, bro.
For sure.
Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button.
He instantly called you the American Dream, so obviously they're going to know that he's on his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you keep going at it with Wack and he keeps going at you and you're a smaller creator, it's obviously going to be more negative for you than positive.
You're getting it. You're not.
No, I know that there's positives to it. I'm saying there's negatives too, and you're just trying to say it's all positive. When I go at people, it's all positive.
When I want to do you a
and
negative.
I just don't agree with that.
When I want to do you a negative, I expose you.
But you tried to expose him, right?
Never.
You didn't find anything?
I ain't even look into him.
Oh, you said
It's something there. We go look. I just
Stop lying, Wack. You wanted to expose the bull Moose Man, but you couldn't find nothing on him. So you came with this.